Thank you for joining me. I am going to be showing you two extra cards how to make with the A Million Thanks kits. Now, you can take these anywhere because they have everything that you need inside. And I'm actually taking mine camping with me. So, thank you for joining me. My name is Tina Kavrgic. I am Northern Stamper. If you have any questions, just drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to make two cards today. And these are going to be great. So these are the items from the kit. There's some great stuff that you can do with the kit. You can make alternative cards. You can always follow along with the instructions from any of the kits that they have. They have full instructions, and you just open them up and you just follow it along. Very, very simple. And you can make some really great looking cards from that. So here's one of them. There we go. There's one. There's two. This one's my favorite. I like this one because it's got the little hearts in it. And if you saw Takeaway Tuesday, I know we had some problems with the video, but this is the final result card. It looks like this, and it opens halfway. Like, isn't that fantastic? There we go. You want to grab some of these kits. They are currently 30% off. They make great gifts for like teachers or birthdays or whatever. So you want to grab those. Any questions? northernstamper@gmail.com. So, in the meantime, let's get started. Okay, so as I go camping, many of you know I have cats, so this is the cat layout for the cats. They get to get in there, but they can't run away. So anyways, let's get started. I got you down here, and we are going to get started. What we're going to do, I have a very important tip. When you have your stamps, don't drop them on the floor when you are camping because you'll get all little bits in there, and that's what I had done. And so I'm teaching you from lessons that I've learned. All right, so let's start off with the very first card. What you're going to need to do is take out two of the pink card bases that have this kind of shiny little bit on it. So we're going to be using this. One of them we're going to be cutting in half, and another one we're going to be taking apart. So one of these will be our card base. So you have that. Okay. Another thing that you're going to need is you're going to need one of the dark Evening Evergreen, and this one has the ones with the dots on it, and you want to grab one of those because we're going to be using some of this on there too. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to get two strips, at least two rows of these little dots in there, so we need to get two of those. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to be ripping that, and as you can see, I'm pulling away from me, so I want the pieces not with the white on it, okay? I want it so it has a nice ripped edge like that, so not with the white on this side, okay? And we're going to do another one, and we're going to take that, pull it away, and like I said, I want to try and get at least two rows of, oh, look at that one. That has a bit of the white on it, so let's pull it away again. Make this a little smaller. That's okay. Just gonna keep going. I'm going to go all the way down. Okay, so we have two of those. Okay, and what I'm going to be doing is I will be cutting off that rough edge, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I can do that right now. There we go. Was glue these two pieces behind this piece of petal pink. Okay, so I glued it down and then I glued it onto the card base. So I just added some glue underneath on each side, one strip here, and glued it on, and I glued on one piece here and then glued it onto there. Okay, next what we're going to do is we are going to be doing some stamping. So I've got my block, get my block and my stamp. And I am going to get one of the tags. There we go, we got the tag here. And I'm going to be stamping that in Evening Evergreen. Okay. So I'm going to stamp it up in Evening Evergreen. Because it's going to be tucking under one of the hearts, I'm going to have it a little bit lower on the tag itself. So there we go. So I have it a little bit lower so I can tuck this part under one of the hearts, okay? So I have that, going to bring that back in, and I'm going to place that about there, and the heart element is going to sit, and I'm going to angle it a little bit like that. Okay, so let's get some dimensionals and some glue and start gluing those guys down. Okay, so let's start with the sentiment. I'm going to glue the sentiment down on the lower portion, and I'm going to take the heart and I'm going to add some dimensionals to this so that it will pop up. I like to give some height to some of the cards, and this is a great way to do it. Dimensionals are something you should always have in your stash. They're actually very, very cheap, but they do add a lot of element to your cards. Okay, these are like mini dimensionals that came with the kit, and I'm just using those. Whoops. There we go. And I'm just going to angle that on the card like that. Now I could leave the card like that, but because there are some other elements in this on this paper, and the flowers repeat, I'm going to take some of these flowers and I'm going to repeat them on the card again with dimensionals, just to give them some extra height. Oh, hello, Mr. Bumblebee. You can keep going. Okay, so add a little dimensional, and I'm just going to place that on top. I'm going to find out where it is. I'm just going to place that on top. And I'm going to keep doing that for all of the flowers that I have. There we go. There you go. There's one. Hello, Mr. B. You can keep going. I know you like the card. All right, so there are some little black elements, embellishments in there. We're going to use some of those and place them in the center of some of these flowers. Oh, okay, maybe it's not so much in the center. There we go. And there we go. And look at that. There's an alternative to the card from the card kit. So I just wanted to show you. Now we've got another one that we're going to make. So here we go. There's the original, and there is the replicate. So I'm going to show you another card that you can create with this kit. Okay. What we're going to do is we want to get a piece of the envelope, and what we're going to do is we're just going to actually cut that off. We're going to cut it out to make a piece of basic white. Now the reason I want to do that is because the colors, or the white, when you place it together with the card from the kit, it's just a smidgen different than as if you would use in the like a basic white cardstock. Okay, so we're going to cut a piece. There we go. And we are going to take one of the sentiments, and the one that says thank you, we're going to take that sentiment that says thank you, and we're going to ink it up, and we are going to stamp all the way across. Okay, we're going to start at one end, and we're going to stamp all the way across. And I'm going to look where the thank you is, and I'm going to follow it along. Okay. Here we go. And we have that one finished. We're going to take our card base, and we can place it on the the Dark Evening Evergreen card base, or we can choose a pink to place that on. Okay, whichever one that you would like. And we're just going to glue that down. Just in the center like that. Okay. And some of the elements that we're going to take from the kit are these kind of zigzag little, they look like ribbon. These black pieces that look like ribbon. And we're going to take that and we're going to glue that right in the center there. Now, I know I'm just gluing right on the card, but that's okay. Glue that down. Another element, what we're going to do is take one of these, pop this out, and we're going to lay that on top there so that it spans across. So there we go, got that so far. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the tags. So that is the back of the envelope. So that's from the envelope. And I'm going to stamp a sentiment. Okay. And I'm just going to trim off a little bit. There we go. And before we lay that down, we're going to take in a little bit of ribbon. And again, some dimensionals. And place it on top. There we go. Let's put a couple of little flowers in there. Oops. Actually, I'm going to take a dimensional and I'm going to lay some of these flowers on top. There we go.